Hello friends, welcome to Technique, and in this video we're going to compare two budget offerings under the 10k price point in India, the Micromax Canvas Infinity with the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 4. So both these devices are priced 999 and we have the Redmi Note 4, the 2GB RAM variant and 32GB storage variant priced 999 and the Micromax Canvas Infinity is also priced 999 and it comes with 3GB RAM. So in this video we'll do a detailed comparison. We'll analyze all the aspects including camera, performance, battery life, and see which is the better value for money device. So without any further delay, let's get started. First up, the design and build quality. So design wise, there is a difference in terms of the design elements because we have an 18:9 aspect ratio, making the Micromax Canvas Infinity display a 5.7 inches screen size when compared to the 5.5 inches on the Redmi Note 4. You can see that both these devices have almost the same size and Micromax Canvas Infinity packs a larger display. So that's one really good thing about the Canvas Infinity. Now on the rear panel you could see a lot of similarities in terms of the arrangement, and both comes with metal unibody, while it's removable back panel on the Canvas Infinity. It's an unibody construction on the Redmi Note 4. Overall, in terms of the build quality, both these devices are quite good. We would say the Redmi Note 4 has a slightly better build overall when compared to the Canvas Infinity. Now other than that, you can see the power and volume keys are on the right side on both the phones. The top houses the 3.5mm audio jack. We also have an IR blaster on the Redmi Note 4. The bottom part houses the charging slot. We have the speaker unit on the Redmi Note 4, while the speaker unit on the Micromax Canvas Infinity is on the rear panel. The rear panel has the cameras, the fingerprint scanner, and also the LED flash. And on the front panel, we have this display 3 capacitor touch buttons on the Redmi Note 4, while it's on-screen buttons on the Micromax Canvas Infinity. So that was the design and build quality. Now let's talk about the display. So here we have an HD display with a 720p display comparing with a 1080p resolution. So there is no real direct comparison here because comparing HD with the full HD does not make really sense. But one thing to note that the Micromax Canvas Infinity has an 18:9 aspect ratio with a 5.7 inch infinite display. Full vision infinite display is what Micromax calls it. And although it's an HD panel, it's a quite good panel. Viewing angles are pretty good. There is also 2.5D curved glass and quite a good display overall. And now talking about the Redmi Note 4, it has a full HD 1080p resolution display, so more pixels per inch, and looks really good. And it also has a 2.5D glass with toughened glass. So it's definitely one of the good displays in this price point. So while there's no direct comparison, you can choose between the devices based on how your requirement is. If you are a person watching a lot of movies and multimedia content, then the 18:9 aspect ratio definitely makes sense. Now let's talk about the software. So here we have two UIs, two completely different UIs. Both come with multiple home screens devoid of an app drawer. We have Android 7.1.2 on the Micromax Canvas Infinity and is upgradable to Android Oreo, while we have Android 7.0 on the Redmi Note 4 with the MIUI 8.5. So talking about the UIs, we could say that both these UIs offer additional features like themes and customization. But here we would say the Redmi Note 4 with MIUI 8.5 offers much better options and it's more polished UI and no major annoyances on the Redmi Note 4. When we reviewed the Canvas Infinity, we mentioned that the App Center on the device pushes a lot of notifications and install apps automatically. That could be an annoyance. So overall, in terms of the features of the UI, we would pick the Redmi Note 4, the MIUI 8.5, which is really good, and probably it will be getting the MIUI 9 as well. Now next up, let's talk about the performance. So here we have two Snapdragon powered chipset, the Snapdragon 425 quad-core chipset, while we have the Snapdragon 625 octa-core chipset. So without much difficulty, we can clearly say that the Snapdragon 625 is the better chipset available here. So in terms of the performance, the Redmi Note 4 is far ahead when compared to the Micromax Canvas Infinity. In day-to-day performance, the Canvas Infinity did hold up to most of the tasks, did not have major issues. But when it comes to gaming, that's where the Micromax Canvas Infinity did a lot of lag and not the best experience overall. But on the other hand, the Redmi Note 4 with the Snapdragon 625 chipset and 2GB RAM does a really good job with respect to gaming, and overall performance is really good. So in terms of the performance, we definitely give it to the Redmi Note 4 for almost all aspects in terms of performance. Now next up, both these devices come with dual SIM cards for GLT, and we have a dedicated SD card on the Micromax Canvas Infinity, while it's a hybrid SIM card on the Redmi Note 4. Both the phones come with 4GLT and VoLTE support. Now the call quality was pretty good on both the phones. There is no issues in terms of the call experience, and the speaker performance again was quite decent. Next up, let's talk about the fingerprint scanner. So we have a fingerprint scanner on the rear panel. Both these devices come with a rear mount fingerprint scanner. We'll just quickly have a look at the performance of the fingerprint scanner. So you can see that the Redmi Note 4 is a faster fingerprint scanner out of these two devices, and this is a pretty good job. On the Redmi Note 4, we can also use the fingerprint scanner for app locking, so additional features are supported on the fingerprint scanner. Now next up, let's talk about the cameras. We have a 13 megapixel rear camera on both the phones. We have an LED flash, while it's a dual LED flash on the Redmi Note 4. On the front panel, we have a 16 megapixel shooter on the Micromax Canvas Infinity, while it's a 5 megapixel shooter on the Redmi Note 4. Now looking at the camera interface, you could see both these devices offer good features and options and tools, and does the job pretty well. Now when it comes to the camera sample taken between these two devices, this is one area where the Micromax Canvas Infinity surprised us with a really good performance. When we did the detailed review, we mentioned one of the really good cameras in the sub 10K price point, and does a pretty good job. In terms of detailing, the color quality, everything looks pretty spot on for the phone in this price segment. The Redmi Note 4 is definitely not the best camera out there in this price segment. We have mentioned it in our almost all reviews. The camera performance of the Redmi Note 4 is definitely one of the weaker aspects, and it's kind of an average camera in almost all conditions. So if camera is priority, definitely go for the Micromax Canvas Infinity with the really good selfie experience as well. The 16 megapixel selfie with LED flash provides some really good experience overall. So camera, Micromax Canvas Infinity is the better choice. Now finally, talking about the battery. So we have a 2900 mAh battery on the Micromax Canvas Infinity, while it's a 4100 mAh battery on the Redmi Note 4. So here, without any doubt, the Redmi Note 4 offers more than 1.5 days of battery life with great performance altogether, while on the other hand, the Micromax Canvas Infinity can get you almost a day of battery life. So without doubt, the Micromax Canvas Infinity, the battery performance is better on the Redmi Note 4. So now summing up, which is the better device to buy here? So we have talked about all the aspects, and the pricing wise, both are priced 999. So Micromax Canvas Infinity comes with a really good 18:9 aspect ratio. Then it has Android 7.1.2 and is upgradable to Android Oreo. Good camera performance, and also decent design as well. Now the Redmi Note 4 has good build quality, good display, full HD display. It has the Snapdragon 625, which is really powerful chipset when compared to the Snapdragon 425 quad-core chipset. Then good gaming abilities, great battery life, and overall a good value for money package. So if you are not really worried about the camera, you should be choosing the Redmi Note 4, which offers a better value for money package. But if your priority is camera, we would say the Micromax Canvas Infinity does a pretty good job in that aspect. So that was a detailed comparison of these two devices. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit the like button and also hit the red subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.